December 9, 1973. 6th grade, Mink Shoals, and then to Florida College Academy. I was so happy to be back in Florida. I hated the cold, I hated public school, and I hated being away from my grandparents. Back at Florida College Academy, my teacher was Miss Bonnie Kendall, and my friends were Cheryl Comer, Robbie Alpaugh from Alpaugh's Plumbing, Paula Dance, Susan Prather, Charla Goodall, Debbie Groover, Terry Swinson, remember her from 1st and 2nd grade, Pam Huston, Theresa Green, Rhonda Brown, Amiee Baker, my cousin Scott Smith, and Cindy Clark again. Momma Jacquie had several diamond rings. She had dresser drawers full of costume jewelry, but some of the rings were real precious gems. I wanted to wear them, but she gave me a beautiful ruby ring to wear and said if I could prove responsible with it, that one day she'd give me one of the diamond rings. I treated that ruby ring like it was the royal crowned jewels. One day, during phys ed, we were doing push-ups and sit-ups in the dirt of the football field. We were in pairs, with one doing the exercise and the other doing the spotting. When it came my turn, I took off the ring so I wouldn't get it dirty and asked my partner, Rhonda Brown, to hold it. After my set was done, I asked for it back, and she said she must have dropped it. The whole class helped me look, but we didn't find it, and I think she stole it. I was beyond shamed to tell my grandmother that I'd lost the beautiful ring that she'd entrusted to me. I still had Pearly May and Marmeros. My note says that there were many kittens, but I only remember one litter that Pearly May had when I lived in the loft on Larwood in West Virginia. She had been gathering my clothes and rags and made a nest and then had kittens up there. My notes also say that 1/5 of my room was covered in art awards for first place. I won an award for a speech I wrote and delivered at the Florida College Auditorium. I enjoyed soccer, softball, volleyball, and swimming now that I lived on the lake. We had a boathouse, but the boat in it was Big Daddy's. He tried to teach me to ski to no avail, but we did go fishing before dawn sometimes. I didn't care for fishing, but I'd do anything to spend quiet time with my grandfather. This house only had 2 bedrooms, so I had a bed in the garage. Mom told me I was lucky because I had my own bathroom. The only thing I remember about that bathroom was a snake in the toilet. Seems like there were snakes everywhere in Odessa back then. The water moccasins were downright vicious and would come after me in the boathouse. I was out swimming in Lake Keystone one day when my dad came running across the lawn, shooting his Beretta at me. I thought he was trying to kill me, and I started swimming further out to avoid being shot. When the shooting stopped, Dad was yelling at me that it was okay. He had just been shooting at a snake. Cautiously, I came to the shore, and sure enough, he hauled out a water moccasin that had 4 out of 5 bullets fired cut through him. Dad hated snakes and had amazing aim. He'd seen the snake swimming behind me and killed it. There were gators in the lake too, but I never saw them near our house nor my grandparents' house. This was when I first started exploring my sexuality. I just loved my cousin Scott Smith to pieces, but even though he was a second cousin, that was forbidden fruit. I spelled his name out in tape on my arms and legs so that when I was sunbathing, it would leave his name on my skin. My favorite aunt, Barbara Huff, was the black sheep in the family. She'd been married 5 times, but twice to one man. She gave me a bunch of her lingerie, and I felt so sexy in the little green baby doll sheer outfit and the black sheer and lace genie costume. Since I lived in the garage and kept to myself, I could wear whatever I wanted. These were my report cards, and the comment said, "It is a pleasure to have Carole with us because she arrived in the middle of this period and has been without books. I'm sure her grades are not reflective of her work. She is blending in beautifully, however, and you'll see a clearer picture of progress by next grading period. Carole had some difficulty with geometry. I still have trouble with geometry. And this accounts for her dropping in math. She is also having problems with some of the things in English that we covered before she came to us. And then this is just where it says that I graduated to 7th grade. And says continued improvement in all areas by a good student.